guys, how's it going? I know it's been a minute. I've been in school, so I haven't been able to upload. But today I thought I'd show you guys some of the pickups I've gotten over the past few months. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a full-time student, so I don't have time really when I'm in class to film these videos. So probably what's gonna happen is every time I'm on break, like every 3 months, I'm kind of able to upload a few videos in my spare time. But when I'm in school, especially because I'm an architecture student, I just don't have time to upload. I'm not really in the mood either. But I just finished class actually yesterday, so I got the time to film this. So I'm probably gonna title this something clickbait, like archive Rick Owens pickups. But I kind of, for the most part, consider that because these are all older items except for one. I think besides one item, which is from Spring/Summer 2020, the rest are all at the latest from 2014 or earlier. I think that I'll just go in order of when I picked up the pieces, so there won't be really any particular structure to this. Alright, to start, I have these Memphis Patch jeans from Fall/Winter 2013, which was plinth, I believe. So these are pretty close to what most people know of Memphis jeans. The only difference between the patch and I guess just a Memphis jean is that these are missing the flap in the front. I would probably prefer the normal Memphis jean, but again, these just popped up for very cheap, so I was like, okay, I'll buy them. They are a very interesting jean. There's kind of a lot going on with them. The first, of course, being material, which is a stretch black waxed denim. So they are a very heavy wax, almost like to a synthetic level. Which kind of creates the look of them almost being leather, especially from a distance. It's a pretty interesting material, especially being stretched. It kind of stacks on your legs in a very interesting way. Another kind of key design of these Memphis jeans is on the leg. Half of it is actually like a legging stretch elastic material with a ribbed part on the inside of the knee. I guess again, this is just to make the cut even slimmer. It's not exactly my favorite thing just because it kind of throws off the material, being that it's not waxed, but in general it blends in pretty well. The legging kind of elastic material Rick uses on his jeans is really nice. It's very thick, it doesn't feel cheap, which I definitely enjoy about them. And then the other kind of main details of these Memphis jeans is the geometric pocket on the left. I really like this pocket because when you put a phone or something in there, the corner kind of pops out, as you'll probably be able to see in B-roll where I'm wearing them. And then the pocket on the right is this Velcroed flat pocket, and then with a regular interior pocket on the inside as well. And then the final kind of detail with Memphis jeans are that the back pockets are a flapped Velcro pocket, like you'd see on pod shorts or something, instead of a normal kind of jean pocket where there's no covering on them. So the next piece I picked up are these Hustler denim haircuts from Spring/Summer 2014, which was the Vicious collection. Haircuts are definitely a staple piece from Rick Owens, pretty well known. The main detail, of course, being the asymmetric zip that kind of starts on the inner right thigh and then comes up all the way to the waist on the right side of the pant. And then instead of having a button fly in the middle like a normal pair of jeans, there's just nothing here. This is a later iteration of the air cuts, so it's not like the kind of super popular double layer pairs that were the earlier versions of these. So like when you unzip it, there's nothing really on the inside as far as like a cloth that would kind of like cover your leg if you wanted to zip these down. But in general, I kind of just prefer them zipped up. I think that like it's still a really nice detail that you can see when I'm wearing them, that you can like definitely tell that the zip is still like asymmetric. I think it adds a really nice look. Another detail with air cut jeans is that there's this flapped pocket on the left that's kind of like a flight pant pocket, or like on like a flight jacket. And then there's a normal jean pocket as well on the left. So the earlier aircuts that aren't like the jean version, I guess, also have flap pockets like the Memphis I just showed, but this version has just a normal regular jean pocket. I don't think it's like a really crazy thing, but I thought I'd mention it. Part of these that I really like is this being like probably one of the earlier iterations of the Hustler denim treatment. I'm saying that because later versions of Hustler denim are much more sand washed. I'll put some photos up on the screen, but this version is much closer to like a regular blue jean with just some kind of grayed sand, like sand wash fading in parts. Another interesting part about these jeans is that they're actually a selvage denim. You can kind of see from the banding on the inside. Kind of a strange detail because Rick doesn't typically use selvage, or if he does now, it's part of like a specific collection, like the made in Japan denim or the made in LA denim. But these, for some reason, are selvage denim. Just like the Memphis, I wasn't really looking to pick up haircuts because the prices are just like out of this world at this point. But again, these popped up for pretty cheap and I was like, okay, I'll buy them. So the next item is the one item that is from a newer season. These are from Spring Summer 2020. And they come in this little case here. Some of you probably can already tell what these are going to be based off of that, but I'll pull them out anyways. And here they are. It's a pair of jean sunglasses, again from Spring Summer 2020, which was Tequatl. I think that's how you pronounce it. I never have heard it said by anybody who I could trust know what it's actually called, but I believe it's Tequatl. Very interesting pair of sunglasses. They have this really cool mono lens design on the front that's like an oval shape, and I think it really clashes well with the much more rigid and like geometric shape of the rest of the glasses. It definitely creates a look of you almost having like a cyclops eye. When I saw these glasses on the runway, I knew that I really wanted them, but to be honest, Rick Owens sunglasses prices, even when they hit sales, they're still going to be around $300 to $400. And for me with sunglasses, I don't really want to spend that much, especially because I don't wear them too often, especially these kind of crazier designs like this. But again, this pair popped up for very cheap and I was like, okay, I'll buy it. The one caveat with this pair is that there's a small mark right around here, and which is why the seller was selling for so cheap. But honestly, it is barely noticeable and it pretty much sits right behind your ear when you're wearing them. So it's really not going to affect wearing them too often. And for such a cheap price, I could get over that. So the second to last piece may be a bit out there for some people, that being these back sip men's wedges. I actually don't know what season these are from. There's not really a super easy way to tell the season that they were made. I know they're pretty old, no doubt, especially because they have a center seam on the shoe, which is what some of the older versions of the wedges and also kind of a glitter heel have as well. And there's also no shark tooth on the bottom, which is another kind of indication that these are an older pair. The cool detail about these is also kind of different from other wedges is that they have zips on the back instead of more commonly being on the side. I think it's just a cool detail when you're wearing pants to kind of see the zip in the back instead on the side. I know they've probably changed it to the side just because normally construction of those boots is much easier to put a zip in the side instead of in the back. The material on these is what I believe to be a blistered leather. I'm saying that because it is somewhat of a suede, but it's also very rough and almost again blistered in areas, and there's no reverse on the inside. It's a very cool material, and I like how it's kind of worn in spots like around here to be more of like a traditional leather. I think it just looks really good, and those areas still blend in well with the rest of the heel. They're definitely a bit of a hard wear, especially because I sized down one just because it was a really good price. And size 43 heels are really hard to find for Rick because it is just such a kind of like normal size, and it is kind of on the boundaries of what he normally produces for heels, because normally those are only going up to a 41 if they're women's. So finding a 43 is a bit more difficult. Feel bad for people that are like 44s and 45s because that's even harder. So I kind of squeezed into these, but you know, I'm gonna make it work because they're a really cool pair of heels. Just overall, just a great shoe. They're actually a bit harder to wear than my other heels, just because the platform of the back heel is a little bit smaller, but overall I would say they're not too bad to wear, and it's worth it just because the shape it gives your foot is really cool. From angles, it's almost like you have a bit of a hoof with how the back sticks out, and it's kind of got like the bulbous front, which is a look I really like. All right, and the last item for today is this Exploder bomber from Fall Winter 2014. This is a very popular piece from Rick, especially from like kind of his older Dark Shadow stuff. Just because I think the look is pretty insane, and also it's just a very wearable piece that can kind of fit into a more like normal non-Rick wardrobe. So the design of this is referential of the N2B bombers that were a military bomber. To put it simply, it is just a regular MA1 bomber, but it has a full parka hood, kind of what is sometimes referred to as the snorkel hood, just because of when it's over your head, kind of looks like you could only wear a snorkel to kind of breathe out of it. And it also has like the long Rick drawstrings, which is different from normal N2B bombers that don't actually have a drawstring on the hood. Another difference of this and an N2B is that N2Bs are normally fur lined on the collar for wind reduction. Some early prototype versions of this jacket had a fur collar, but moving forward, he removed that. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it was a cost thing, especially because it's Dark Shadow, which typically does not use fur or leather products for the most part. Yeah, and this is a really cool jacket. It's got this awesome flap detail over the zipper, which is like, I guess, for wind or water protection. I love the hood. It's like just so nice, especially when it's raining, to just be able to throw a hood on. The shape is just really nice. This is in a MUR material on the fabric code, which is like a nylon poly blend, but a little bit softer than like my other bomber, which is just kind of pretty interesting. I think this is just another great part about this jacket is the multiple ways you can wear it, just with how the hood zips. And even when I like jackets that look good open and closed. I think that's kind of an important part of a jacket, because sometimes the jacket will just look great open, but you close it and the design kind of falls apart. But with this, it looks really good closed and open, especially open, because it's kind of like, as the name entails, the hood is like exploding out from the rest of the jacket, which I think is a really interesting look. I also really like the color on this. It's a DNA dust. I think that name pretty much got changed to dark dust in the future, but it's this really muted, it's like a in-between between a gray and green, so pretty close to like that military green color, but it's just muted enough that it kind of fits in again with all of Rick's other colors. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry that it took so long to get another video out. I hopefully will be able to make a few more videos maybe before the next term starts. I also don't have studio next term, so depending on how busy I am and how into it I am, I may be able to make a few more videos. I am in the works to make my own little Area 51 cap off of kind of the big controversy for Rick right now being that like Montclair cap that's just a blank with Montclair patch on it. So maybe if I get that finished, I can like talk about the process of making it or something, just because it's pretty funny. And then maybe I can do some other Rick related videos in the future. Besides that, I hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll see you later.